So I'm going to go ahead and get right to it. So let's talk about what we did this last week. So we didn't get to put in all the stuff we did. Unfortunately, that's a lot of the effort we're doing is like on things you guys aren't going to get to see for a few weeks. So what's actually in the game in the update today? There's a few things. We fixed a few bugs with teleporting back into the helicopter. We fixed up some stuff with vegetation. We noticed there was some vegetation loading that shouldn't have been loading. There was a bug with multiple victories. The one where you teleport back in the helicopter, by the way, that's a new bug. That's not the old helicopter teleport bug for those of you that were here like the beginning of the development. This is one that started happening because of the parachute, and then you would die when you went back in the helicopter. So that was very bad. We fixed that. That no longer happens. You're not going to instantly die if that does happen. Then we also fixed the multiple victories. Those are the only really changes that Those are really the only changes that we've got in the game right now. The water is lava mode, we also turned that off. I may turn it back on tomorrow. If you guys tell me you want the water is lava mode back tomorrow, I will turn it on tomorrow during the event. But I thought it might be fun just to do the good old regular virtual Battlegrounds event tonight, just because we haven't had an event like that in a while. So we'll play the normal game tonight. That'll be really fun playing with you guys. So in the next patch, there's a lot of stuff. We're like kind of slow roll testing some of the stuff that's going to go into Season 2. But for the first thing we're going to do, and we think that I mean, ideally, if the game had hundreds of players concurrently, we wouldn't have to do this. But I think with our current player counts, and we noticed Population 1 did this, and they even have little, higher player counts, is just have faster games in general. We think the really slow nature of the game, while it's a lot of fun, it makes it really hard to play a lot. You don't want to be waiting for 5-10 minutes between rounds. You want to be in the game with other players. You want there to be action. And it feels a little too slow. While I kind of enjoyed that, it was a little too methodical. And I think without, really thousands of players, the game though is just too slow. So we're speeding it up a good bit, like 30-40% next week. We might tune it after that for Season 2, but we're going to speed it up, see how the game feels, do some events with it. We're also, we're moving voting entirely next week. So the game's always going to be ranked no matter what. Bots are always going to be on. It's a really important note there. We are working on making bots smarter. They're not going to be a lot smarter next update, but they are going to be a lot smarter. Also, squads or solo. Since this is gone, what do? Well, it's really challenging because we love both modes. We really do, and the reality is players want different modes. There isn't a right answer. So we have to make an answer because we can't have both, because unless you have thousands of concurrents with different queue modes, you can't have both. So our solution is a little bit interesting. It's solos only, unless you hit a certain player count in the lobby. I think the player count is 12. Then it's going to switch to then it's going to automatically switch to squads. We're going to roll that out in the next update too. So there's going to be some things like that we're going to get to test out in the next update. So that'll be interesting. Okay, so let's talk about the new stuff we got going on. So as you guys are well aware, Season 1 is coming to an end here soon. Make sure you rank up, and we've made it very easy to rank up. We want people to get the warrior skins and the legend skins. So guys, if you haven't played the game in a while, now's the time to come back and get those skins. They're going to be easy to get. They're freaking sick. There's screenshots and images of them up all over our Steam. You can check them out. So make sure you get those, guys. So Season 1, like I said, coming to an end. So now Season 2. So for those of you that are just joining us, I'll tell you some about some of the general new stuff. So shotguns, right? We're adding shotguns to the game. These are pump action shotguns, not the same as our automatic Fostech shotgun that's in the game currently. You can find these everywhere on the map, not just in the airdrops. So that'll be really interesting. It's going to change the way people play the game, especially when it comes to tight corridors. Currently, I'd say the P90 and the automatic Glock are the king of close corridors. That's going to change once we drop these pump shotguns into the game. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And there's going to be a few of those. Also, we're adding in a new location in the game, the Warehouse District. It's by far the biggest location coming to the game that we've ever added. It's the coolest location by far as well. It's really well designed. The team has learned a lot about that, or about designing for games or locations for virtual reality, as well as games, all that stuff. And we feel like we've gotten to a point now where we can actually make something good. While we think Sanford was pretty good, this play at least we think is really good. It's really interesting. It's really well thought out, really well designed. Josh, one of the designers on the team, Josh Nipstein, he designed it. Excellent job on it. You guys are gonna love it. It actually, if you now that I'm talking about it, if you want to check out the video I posted last week, it's not literally live right now. If you're watching this live, I'm gonna upload it right now. And check it out on YouTube. I actually share that location. I'll probably share it again next week so you guys can see it again. But check out the video I posted last week, and it's going to be on that video, and there's some shots of it. Okay, but So I've talked about this new lobby mode. So what does that actually look like? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys now what that actually looks like. So hopefully I set up my stream right here to switch properly. Okay, cool. Looks like I did. So we have our standard lobby, right? So we have this location just like normal. It's got the skins in it. It's got all this stuff in it. But what's different about it? Okay. So if you go through this door here, boom. Now we're working on this layout a bit. This is work in progress. This version I'm showing you guys. It's about. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it. It's about I think about 3 weeks old, but it gives you an idea of what's happening here. So this is like your private room here. So when you load in, you're in your private room, but you no longer have to go through this elevator. You're automatically in the multiplayer room as well as your private room. So my screen's actually over here, so if you see me looking back and forth, that's why. So we walk through here, and now we're in this multiplayer room. And then this is where all your players are at. So you can hang out here, you can chat, you can go to this enlarged kill room. As you can see, the kill room is about twice as large as it was before. Still a lot of fun. We may do some things with it for Season 2, like allowing players to come in as a blue team or red team, depending on which side you come through. But currently, you just walk in and immediately you can kill other players. But then you can socialize in here. And so what's different about this than currently? So the big thing is there's no pressure to queue. So you walk in here, you can socialize, you can hang out, you can watch some YouTube videos, you can vote for stuff, you can change skins. The main thing is you can group up, get together with your friends, hang out, or random people, whatever, squad up. Then when you're ready, that's when you queue up. So the big idea here is to make it easier to get in the matches and easier to play through the friends and play through the people, right? We feel like that's something we really failed at launch. And if I could change one thing, it would be this. It'd be this queue system on launch. I think that would have really helped the game have a longer lifespan. And I'm glad that we're adding it now because I think it's going to fix a lot of the issues when it comes to playing with your friends and joining matches. So you're in this area, you hang out. Whenever you're ready, you can just there'll be a panel in here, by the way, in the public lobby as well as in your private room. If you don't want to deal with people, you just want to go to a match, you can go to a match. But if you want to go see some people, hang out with them, maybe squad up, you can do that. Then you click join match. Now, when you click join match, what's going to happen is it's just going to immediately drop you into the game. So you're going straight into virtual battlegrounds. Straight into Sanford, actually, with bots and other players, and then you're in the action. So that's pretty much how it's going to work, guys. I know you guys probably got some questions about that. The whole idea there, like I said, is make it easier to queue and play matches. So go in here, you hang out with your friends, and then when you queue, you immediately get dropped into the virtual battlegrounds. Not into the main game, but like into a queue system, kind of like Warzone, if you guys are playing Warzone or Fortnite. Where they have that little queue area where you're shooting, and it's not very long. It's just a couple minutes long now, and it's action packed, so you don't feel like you're waiting around. You're not twiddling your thumbs for 10 minutes, alt tabbed watching YouTube videos. You're actually in the game when you want to be playing the game, and then when you want to be socializing and chilling, we got that too. So that's the idea behind it. We hope that gets concurrency up a little bit and players more active and engaged in the game. We'll see how it's going to work out. All right, guys, I think that's it. Let's go ahead and let's get on the battlefield. So I will see you on the battlefield soon, Warriors. Until next time.